All right, good afternoon and welcome to the market recap session for today, the 6th of May 2025. My name is Sabi Abi, and I'm just going to be doing a very quick recap on this morning's analysis. So during this morning session, we drew out different levels waiting for price to react or up on AUD USD, NZD USD, and USD CAD. After which we then did another session with my colleague who did a detailed analysis on indices. So now we are now back to see what price has done at those levels. I'm going to be starting with USD CAD because this is what has delivered to a relevant level so far. So as at this morning, we started from the H4 time frame saying that we were expecting price to eventually retrace back into the zone because we saw that sunshine already happened here. We then went to the 1 hour time frame. For the sake of those of us that do not know what sunshine means, it basically means profit taking already occurred, right? So when we saw that, we said we want to see if price is going to reverse and wanted it to give a temporal sell into the zone that we marked out on the 5 minutes for it to now eventually continue buying somewhere around here. And if not here, maybe half of this level where we have the nearest resistance points. So we went to the 5 minute time frame and then we marked out 4 levels. Yesterday's high and low, day before yesterday's high and low. As at this morning's analysis, I believe that price was somewhere around this zone and we're waiting for the sell to happen. The sell has now happened. It's been selling from here, came back, gave us another re-entry, and it has sold from this point all the way downward, right? So there's still a tiny bit of movement for price to come back down. So I do think that USD CAD is going to give us a tiny movement back up to go and test back into our indicators because all of the lines on our charts are basically one of our trading strategies on the academy on the floor that is indicator based. So I'm expecting price to come back to retest this indicator and then give us that final lap downward, most likely, right? Then we'll now start to watch to see if this zone holds. If this zone now starts to show entry that it's going to be holding, then we know what we're doing. If we have our confirmation entry met, we'll now be looking to buy USD CAD from that zone all the way here. But if it does not hold, then we know that the USD CAD may just continue to sell from where it currently is and just keep digging deeper. So yes, that is what we're waiting for. But now price is close to our point of interest. So we want to see break below, give a retest. We know that USD CAD sell continuation is in play, or you're going to retest before the sell continues because if the 1 hour time frame predominant structure is to the downside, even when you go on the H4, it also shows you predominantly to the downside and we want to sell high. So it just makes sense for us to be more patient for price to eventually buy back into the zone, and then when it does buy back into this level, we will now start to sell. This zone is very similar to using a Fibonacci retracement tool to calculate certain levels, what the ICT traders call the OTE. So that when price eventually comes in, we'll not be looking to sell high and continue the USD CAD downward. So even the buy is a temporal buy. It's a buy to sell. So yeah, this buy we're looking at is a reversal trade that I will be taking advantage of provided it meets my entry. But if I do not get a confirmation, then I'll just know that the USD CAD sale has resumed. All right, okay. The next asset class we looked at was NZD USD. And you can see that our markups are still very much on the chart. So NZD USD, we said buy back, find resistance, and then drop. Price is now trading, and it looks like it's going to be finding resistance very soon. So we're still watching as well. All of our points are still marked out. If you didn't join this morning session, just check the YouTube page, you'll find it there. It's going to guide you through what you missed this morning, right? So yes, we're looking to see price eventually come back down, and if it eventually breaks below the zones, we know that NZUS is going to be selling all the way here. And when it does sell here, because our predominant structure, looking at what price has done, is to the buy side, we're looking for a temporal sell to buy. Same thing for AUSD, temporal sell to buy, right? H4 time frame. Price came and took out all of the stop losses. It's been buying ever since. The next liquidity point is somewhere around here. So I'm looking at a temporal sell as well. Price retrace into this zone and then start looking for buy opportunities. Except we now have fundamentals that change the direction of the directional bias of the dollar index. If we do have that, then we see something else happening. So yes, lines are still valid, our points of interest are still valid, we're still watching. So without taking much of our time, we're going to be moving to the next session with my colleague, Demola, who's going to do his recap on indices. So if you happen to miss it, like I stated earlier, please check the YouTube and catch it If you didn't, then you understand where we're headed. So I'm going to be pretty much handing over to him. Thank you for watching to our online community, our YouTube community, and those on Zoom as well. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back very, very shortly.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Market Scholar session. How are we doing? Hope we're good. All right, so quickly we'll be looking at the charts, looking at what is happening across board for US 30, NAS 100, and also S&P 500, right? Seeing what has happened in the morning in terms of the analysis we made in the morning, and then we'll just look at it briefly now. All right. Okay, so currently, looking at US 30, we see that we are having a sell-off across board for US 30 on the daily time frame. The market has been selling, excuse me, from the beginning of today. I've seen a random sell-off to the downside, and we said that we are anticipating a buy, right? We want this market to buy because of some important information we've seen so far in terms of we waiting for Fed, that's FOMC news release by 7 p.m. this evening to send the market to the upside, because with that news release, you're going to know the new interest rates for the United States, right? And that in a very big way will influence the direction of the market for US 30, NAS 100, and also S&P 500. Another important factor we mentioned this morning is the VIX index, which is the gauge of fear, right? Fear gauge, which signifies investors' confidence in the market. We see that it's currently selling off, which means that investors are now beginning to have confidence in this market. So for today, we mentioned earlier in the morning that we are not planning to take any trade at all, not because of anything, but because there's no clear-cut action point, right? There's no clear-cut action point. The market is a bit slow, and we can see already on the chart. The price action is a bit sluggish because everybody, including investors in the market, are waiting to see what Fed Powell is going to say by 7 this evening, and that will, in a long way, determine our direction. Either we are bullish or we are bearish in this market. All right, that being said, that's much of it. There's really nothing special that's happened or serious that can change or would change our position in this market as of now. All we can do is just be patient, wait patiently for the news release to come out, after which we can now start making informed decision in the markets. All right, so thank you everyone for joining. If you have a question, please let me know in the comment section if you have any question. And with that, we'll call it a wrap. Tomorrow, times to remain 8:30 in the morning for the London session and 2 p.m. for the New York session. Also, be reminded that we are coming to the city of Abuja. TBC 2025 is here, right? So ensure you register. Information will be coming out very soon. Just stay tuned. Watch out on our page, on our social media handle, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our WhatsApp status. We'll be there. We'll post the information as soon as it's ready, and you can just quickly register once you see the information. Thank you so much for joining today's session. We'll see you again by tomorrow. Cheers and God bless.